What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Addicted Fishing Podcast. We're in the house today with Cameron and one of our longest sponsors ever, JT
the man
from Shortbus Flashers.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, I'm excited. And he showed up with some treats, some prizes, and a bag full of goodies that I've never seen before.
Bum, bum.
bum, bum, bum. From the Stay Fishy episode, everybody. We're going to use that sound effects a lot. Dramatic moments. Dun,
Yes.
dun, dun. No, we finally got JT in the house up here today. I had to convince him to come up and join us for our live feed and do a podcast by saying I was going to take him out steelhead fishing. Unfortunately,
on
the
Noah's Ark.
on Noah's on Noah's Ark, we're fishing in the trees. No, unfortunately, on Monday night, though, the mountain that we fished by decided to get about 9.5 inches of rain in a 24-hour period. So, unfortunately, we did not do any steelhead fishing, and we figured, well, the Columbia is only going from 5 feet to 11 feet in the next 3 days. Let's go try for a springer.
For 72 hours straight. I swear. It has not stopped. It's unbelievable. Bad timing, too, right in the best time to go steelhead fishing.
Yeah, we needed it, though, but it was forecasted to be 1.5 inches. So I was telling JT, I'm like, Wednesday is going to be like awesome, but now it might be a few more days later.
This wave out, literally.
It's a little higher than we were expecting.
No, even when we were on the Columbia today, we were, figured, what the heck? This is the only option, the only place we can find some green water, and it won't be, by the time you guys are hearing this, it's going to be completely gone. But you could even see, like, tide was incoming, but you could tell the river was going up. Like, it probably went up, 3, 4, 5 feet while we were there, and it'll be out. But like you said, the timing kind of sucks, but the reality is like afterwards, like, we're at least going to get one hell of a finale for steelhead and these warm temps. The Columbia went from 40 degrees to about almost 44.5 in a week. So, and that's like with, channel water and Willamette water going in. So I think things are going to be in really good shape in just a few days.
And give you a lot of options for a lot of different fish.
That's right.
This kind of, oddly enough, leads into talking about warmer water temperatures. You have some new flashers that might just be working for 360 fishing and a little bit warmer water temps this year.
Oh, there he goes again. Everyone just
not supposed to.
No. I'm just telling that everyone 360 fishing equals warmer water temps, and I can abhorrently disagree.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Clear
water. All right.
Clear water equals good 360. But maybe we should ask JT what his opinion on that, because he's the only one here sitting at the table who's hooked a springer this year.
It was an accident, but just saying. No, this early in the season, to your point, Jordan, there, when everybody says that the water's too cold, we figured, what the heck, where the odds of catching one in February are pretty low. Let's go ahead and throw a 360 out there and try a couple of new colors. And lo and behold, I found out that I can't tie hooks, but at least I hooked a fish. So just that lovely feel.
Wire leaders. I'm going to wire leaders.
I'm going to do it.
Just harpoon cord. That's all we're going to need. No, but that was the conditions. So, but let's talk about those conditions then a little bit, and then let's talk about maybe the flasher, because I have a feeling you were probably trying something a little different than what you were throwing around or what you've seen.
Explain to my ignorance, though. I would feel like a flasher covering more ground would probably be better in dirty water. That's right. That's to the contrary of what I'm thinking, obviously. And I just want to hear. I'm not arguing or anything. I just want to know, like, what do you guys think? I would think that a flasher like a 360. You think water clarity makes that bite better, or is it vice versa?
So to me, do you want to answer that, JT, or want me to go?
So I guess there's a couple of different schools of thought there. Okay. Your flasher can work for the water clarity, yes, but then there's also the second theory of what's the temperature of the water. What type of flasher do I use? So the colder the water, generally you want to go slower to give the springers, which are more of a lethargic fish than the fall fish.
Gotcha.
So you're trying to do a slower presentation. So
the
idea
control
is
speed at this point.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So you want to have the triangles, which you generally can run a little bit slower, and wait till the 360s till you're at least 45 to 50 degree water temperature, and then you can move a little bit quicker.
Gotcha.
As for the turbidity and things like that, again, you want it in their face a little bit longer. So again, back to the slower speeds.
That thing's whipping by them. They don't even get a chance to see the spinner.
Exactly.
It's 2 feet of water viz, and you have a 1.5 foot long leader. Yeah.
Well, my theory is 2 years ago, before they closed COVID, the Columbia River was 38 degrees before Washington, and ever so infinite wisdom, shut down fishing. Thank God, because COVID was coming out, and I'm just so glad we lost that 6 weeks. I'm not going to go down that road.
You're not bitter still, are you?
I'm not bitter still, but just shows that sometimes state managers don't make the right decisions. Anyways, that year we had a really low, clear, cold Columbia. I was doing warm up trips, and the visibility was 7 to 8 feet. Water was 38 degrees on my finder. And I didn't catch a lot of fish. I think I caught 3. But I did catch 3 fish. Granted, I only caught 4, before they closed it. But I caught 3 fish on 360 in spinners. Not 360 in bait, 360 in spinner, 38-degree water. There's some situations as we go further upriver in the spring where we have dirty water right outside of clear water tributaries, where once we get into that clear water, talk to some of the guys that fish those, we're talking like upriver, where if you have that clear water, they can see it. And I think it has to do with how we as anglers fish 360s. And the reason why is because when you have dirtier water, springers will run on the bottom, and when you have heavier water, right? Or if you know where springers are running, exactly where they're running, you can target them much easier with a triangle. You let the lead drag on the bottom. It's always in their face. It's a lot more difficult to do that with a 360. Not saying that it can't be done, but when you can just put a 360, quote unquote, close to the bottom and let it rip, and a fish can then see it and make a move 5 to 8 feet versus him sitting in a 2-foot box, and you have to put it, his belly's in the dirt just about, and then the triangle's got to drag that bait right in front of him, and he's in a little tiny box. If I put that 360 5-6 feet above him, even with the amount of flash that JT puts on his 360s, if that fish doesn't see it, he don't know it's there. And so I think a lot of it what I have found is that wherever I've been at, if I have good visibility and I can fish a 360 at least relatively close to a fish and make him move for it, he will move for it. And then if you want to take it one step further, look at what the 360 stuff goes on in the Puget Sound in the wintertime. You know what I mean? You start looking at those fisheries, that water temperature is in the low 40s. And they're, of course, they're feeding Chinooks. I guess it's a little different. But one thing you have there, again, is the clarity that they can see it. So I've always kind of thought with the triangles, keeping it in the dirt, dragging it by them, that seems to work. And then let's be honest, the second that, and what we do see though, or at least in some of our fisheries, Portland, is as the year goes, we tend to get clearer water and we tend to get those suspending fish, and then they get a lot more susceptible to 360. It also is coincidentally when the water warms up. Same thing with buoy 10, obviously, right. 70 degrees or we're ripping them. So but like I said, you fall back to some of those springtime situations, and if you get the clarity, you get super serious fishing.
And I think there's always been a misnomer too that you couldn't pull bait behind a 360 just because they wouldn't spin. And I think if you know how to spin a herring or anything like that, then that's even a better recipe for springers too. They're more of a bait fish.
Oh, for sure. They springers are eaters. They still have their stomachs for a couple more months versus those fall fish that just want to lash out at a spinner. But like you said too, we talked about this a little bit in the boat today about, not being afraid of running bait. And it does take some trial and error, because you can't I don't think you can just put, any old cut plug and, depending on your sizes and how many hooks and stuff, you got to kind of play with it a little bit. But I think the guys that are eventually going to figure out, at least on the springer situation where, bait works really good for springers. Shortbus Super Series flashers work really good for springers. Why not use both?
Why not use both? Exactly.
We've all seen the old cut plug, the old Brads right behind that flasher do a lot of work throughout the year. So a lot of options.
We switch over to the tuna packed ones like the Brads once the smolts start coming out there, because they'll tear your bait apart. So that's the other trigger for at least in my boat there, is when we'll jump to the hardware, the Brads and spinners and stuff like that too.
But like I said, being the only guy at the table that's hooked one, like you said, it was an accident. It was an accident.
Get lucky.
Did you feel bad for the fish?
So honestly, I didn't want to get my hands smelly with the stinky, because
the Springer musk.
Admit it, springers are a little oilier, a little greasier, and nobody likes it on their hands anyway. So
you gotta wash
it. Better. It's probably better that way.
When you net them, you gotta
Yeah.
the scales get all over in the boat, make the boat dirty. You
It's
don't.
just,
You
it's
don't
just
want
awkward. Your hand shaking and high fives. It's just, you don't want that early in the season.
No.
It just sets it off in the wrong pace. So it's probably better that way.
You don't want to make anybody feel bad about themselves.
No.
Right, you want to be like me, who's tried twice now. Admittedly, have tried twice now, has not touched one. So you want to make guys like me feel better.
What's good though is everybody was very supportive on my hook tying abilities there. I just learned to tie hooks this year, so I obviously am going to have a couple of failures once in a while. So I appreciate everybody's support on how to tie hooks. So I need to work on
Did
that.
you do the
everyone's
triple
support.
pretzel? Is that what you did
I'm
on
gonna
that
do
trailer
something.
hook?
I must have went clockwise versus counterclockwise, and I didn't spit on it 3 times. So
4
Dun,
times for
dun,
good
dun.
measure.
Dun, dun, dun. But you hooked one.
I hooked one
360 bait.
360 bait. Even if
What was
anybody
the
doesn't
water
work.
temperature?
41,
Dun,
I believe.
dun, dun.
I know. It's crazy.
No,
They're not
45
supposed to
only.
bite. And the other
45
bad,
only.
the other bad part though is we were running triangles and 360s at the same time, and I don't think that's legal in some states. From what I've heard, I don't know. They don't work together, is what I've heard. But something
they
scared it
do.
up. Oh shoot, they do. Dang.
They do. What was the clarity? Lots.
It was actually a lot because obviously we didn't get the 9 inches of rain that we've
Mm-hmm.
had this week, but a little bit better, yeah.
Yeah. Were you suspended or off the bottom?
Right on the bottom.
Right on the bottom.
Yep.
You still went for the 360.
Went for the
Oh,
360.
gosh.
I know where I can get more of them if I were to actually lose them, so I'm a little bit riskier than some people like to be.
Yeah, that is fair. That is fair. No one likes to lose their favorite Shortbus
No.
Super Series. They are in hard demand. They are in tough demand, though.
Again, this year, it's absolutely amazing that we can't figure out this whole supply chain deal, but someday we'll get it figured out there. Once the COVID and everything's over with there, maybe we'll all get back to normal.
Right.
Last year, before fall season, I think I hit you up like in May, and I was like, yep, go ahead and send an order of, I don't know, I think I ordered like 60. Might have been more than that.
I think it was more than that.
60. Might have been more than that. Chrome, different variations of chrome flashers. And I got this beautiful giant box of everything from, I don't know, can't remember, Ice Queens to Vixens to Silver Bullets, all the good chromy ones.
Give you some options.
Gave me some options. But then you being the I don't know what word I'm going to use. Right?
Go easy, I'm right here.
But,
Yeah, careful.
I say he's in swinging distance, but then you decided to come out with something new. And I've seen this new 360 flasher.
It's
amazing.
going to be amazing, I think. I'm very excited for it. Still waiting for dates and all of that, but I'm excited.
It's out there.
It's out
going
there.
You're
to
letting people
change
you
the
know.
world.
I've had a couple people already put their orders in there. I'm keeping a little notepad there. So.
For the record, at the end of the fishing trip today, we were fishing with 4 other guys. We were
other
fishing
guides,
4
yeah.
guides today, and they're like, "Oh, I want 20. I want 25." And I'm like, "JT, I will just order 100 from you right now,
Let's get this out right now. That's
and then
right.
I'm going to order 100 from you right now, and then I will take care of these dudes because I fish with them every day."
It's going to get ugly really fast.
But you ordered a lot of them because they are that significant.
I hope so.
I think they
I
are.
hope so.
Want to tell people what it is?
No,
You have to tell people what it is now.
Can we tell them on this?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to tell them on the live feed too.
Okay.
And we're going to show them on the live feed.
So we have finally have a prototype in hand of a Chrome 360 Super Series flasher, and I'm very excited about it. Only 2 in my hands there, and they look beautiful. I'm so excited with the quality in there. It should be a great addition to the line.
You guys, this thing is when he says chrome, you're like, oh, he makes chrome ones. No. This thing is a full, pure chrome. You said they were dipped?
They're dipped.
They're dipped
They're
chrome.
dipped.
The depth and the coloration, you can see different, chrome is not chrome.
It's not at all. It's different depths. You have different tones on it there. This was a lot of work, and that's why it's taken a little extra longer, is to try and get it to my specifications on there. I want to be very picky with what I put out.
And guys, I can tell you from seeing this thing in hand, it is absolutely gorgeous. It
Thank
will
you.
change, I think, the way we kind of approach. And honestly, I'm just going to be honest with all you guys out there. For years, I would take full mirror chrome stickers and put them on your blanks and mirror out some flashers as well.
We compared that. You
had
pulled
them
one of those out there. You compared it to there. It was pretty close to what it looks like.
No, but mine look like crap compared to what you just made, and so that's why I'm real mad, because now I'm gonna have to sit and stare at that box of, I don't know, there's probably 50 of them left in there, because just like anything this day and age, if you want to have that product or you want to have that certain bit, you got to have it. You got to get it early.
You got to get it.
But now I've got to get a whole nother freaking color, or another, I guess, type.
I don't know.
Another style.
Let's go with style.
Different style of a 360 flasher. And like I said, guys, they look absolutely amazing.
Thank you. We're shooting end of June, early July is when we're expecting them in. They got a little delayed, so.
No, like everything. And they might even get delayed then too. So I'm just going to put out this announcement now, because I know one of JT's concerns was, do not bug him. You will know.
Don't call every
when
week.
they are available.
I will let you know, definitely.
They will be out.
Our people call your people.
Yeah, just put it on your radar. I was joking with him. I'm like, I'm gonna call them tomorrow and see if they're there yet.
Are we there yet?
No. So let's not do that to poor JT, because he's letting all of us know there's on the radar. But we should have it for the fall fisheries, which will be big. I mean, obviously we're gonna do plenty of 360 in the spring and summer, but it's a super exciting new product.
Thank you. I'm excited for it.
Not to mention too, you've got some new blade colors. Now, what's the story on the blades?
The trolling spinners, we're actually trying a little bit different there. We have a new metallic orange base that we're playing with. Little bit iffy on it when I first started looking into it there, but the first tests that were sent over, the color is like a very vibrant copper color. Mm-hmm. And I thought this is going to be amazing in dirty water, or just with that extra shine for the fall fish on there. It turned out really, really well. So
it is the very nuclear glow to it almost.
Yeah.
And it enhances whatever other colors that seem to be on those blades. Just from the few examples that I've seen here, it's instantly came in drooling.
What's the time frame? Is it the same thing, July?
Same
so
thing
fall.
there.
So something to keep in mind too. And I'll be honest with you, I've tried using some of the candy oranges from some of the but some of the paint supplies around here. I haven't touched anything that is like you said, vibrant. Like you said, it looks like a nuclear copper.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, call it that.
Nuclear
copper.
So we're going to have blades in. We're supposed to have blades here in probably about another 60 days, because I can get those sent out. I'm just still trying to work on the tubing for the pre-twisted one. So the blades, once they come out there, then you'll
see the blades
right away.
Really excellent patterns. You got a half pink, half yellow dot. You've got
begrudgingly, I know some guy painted some up there and said, "Hey, you should take a look at this." So,
and then you've got a pink and blue, which I'm excited to try that orange foil on there, because I know those cohos out in the ocean love that pink and blue.
Yeah, dang it, you're pushing me into a corner on this. It's going to be better than you think.
It's going to be. I think it's going to slay. But you've got some beautiful colors there too. And one last product I know you got Jordan super excited on when you walked in the door here.
I had to butter up the big guy in the corner over here. So we're also going to step into the steelhead world and throw some spinners out there also. So 4 different sizes to start, 4 4.5s, and 5s. 4 different colors, I believe. So
yes, I like starting simple like that, because it's funny how you take that same fish that comes out of the big river and goes into the small river, and you start going simpler and simpler on your designs and stuff. But I've loved what I've seen so far. And as soon as you walked in, of course, he's getting 9 different opinions on what everybody thinks about him, but they're going to fish well. And I'm excited to get him.
I hope so. Got a bunch of UV on there, extra flash.
Really bright.
Put some nice polish on it.
And it'll just be so relieving to have something on the market where we can just go and buy it. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing for me, is that style of spinner, that torpedo bodied spinner is one that isn't effective all the time, but something you need to have all the time. That's probably the biggest question I've been asked since the first addicted tutorial ever was, where do you get that spinner? And I said, you don't.
You don't.
You don't. This guy has a great sales strategy. He never has them in, and you can't buy them. So, but I'm excited to be able to push people towards them and be able to go out and get a good quality spinner that they're going to get to go have fun with.
They're nice and they're nice and heavy, and they got, like you said, good colors and really good pop. Really good. I wish we would have had those on Sunday.
Exactly.
I know Marlon. When was the last time you fished a spinner? I'm like, Sunday, dude. You were there. We all were there.
It was a long time ago.
A long time ago. But no, those are going to be gorgeous. What do you think? What's anything else? Like, what do you got coming up? What do you think? What do you think for this whole year? Is it going to be fun?
I am surprised that we still can't get the supply chain out. So as this sounds redundant from somebody that sells product there, if you see something on the shelf, if you find something in stock, get it before it's too late. Do not wait till the day before you go out fishing. It's the same thing as last year. Just as Jordan pointed out there, you want to walk down to the store and grab it the day before. If you don't have it, you will not have it. Mm-hmm. So make sure you plan ahead.
And I know you get a lot of talk from people, like, so for this year, there's been quite a few fish caught. Like, honestly, it's probably been one of the better, probably earlier starts.
Yeah.
And I know you get a lot of feedback from a lot of people. What would you say is the best triangle flasher going on right now?
Oh, jeez.
I'm like, I'm gonna try to get something good out of him. I know he knows.
All right. So the one that supposedly the hallucinator works well, but like I told you, I won't fish that one.
No, why? Why won't you fish it?
Because my beautiful, supportive wife actually came up with the color there, and I know that if I ever catch a fish on that one, that I will never hear the end of it. So anybody else on my boat can use it, but I can't do it. But supposedly that one works well. I like the old tried and true. My chartreuse hunter is absolutely amazing, but you cannot beat the Sweet Abbey or the electric pole dancer. They've just been tried and true, the pinks and the oranges. I'm sorry. And then some guides like to use all chrome on there. One or two of them have been using that.
There you go. Now you're talking. Because Sweet Abbey is my kryptonite. I can put that in my boat. I mean, and you're out there watching. I watch every other boat in the world. Like, when a guy has a fish on, everyone's watching him.
Oh yeah,
that's why your flashers sell so well, because they see that color. It's the Sweet Abbey color, and it's just flashing in the air as they're netting a fish. And so I know damn good and well, guys rip them on that color. And I'll put a couple of those in my spread. Nope. It's my It's my kryptonite. But I mean, I probably see more fish caught on that damn color.
So there's
anywhere else.
The places that I fish, the Sweet Abbey does not fish well. But if I were to go downriver 2.5 miles, that's the hot flasher.
Why do you think that is?
No idea. There's no inlets coming in. There's no creeks coming in. I cannot explain it. The water temperature is the same.
It's just the way it is.
It's just the way that it is.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell just by the way it is.
You can tell by the way it is. Any last tips, advice before we let you out of here? Let you out of the hot seat? Tell us something cool.
Keep your bait in the water as long as you can.
There you go.
The fish don't bite if it's not wet.
That's why we went today, right?
That's right. You got to try. We were just as wet as the fish.
Yeah, that's true. It was a cold one out there.
And one last announcement before we leave you guys today. We are still running a big promotion on the Addicted.Fishing website, and it is $5 bags of steelhead worms. So $5 bags, buy 5, get 1 free, and that's going to end March 7th. So get to the website, get those worms while they're still there, and go have some fun steelhead fishing. There's still time. And honestly, you know what, like JT said, get them while we have the colors now. Get them for that, and guess what? Summer steelhead like worms too, because we're going to be fishing steelhead. I think we're going to catch summer steelhead finally. I think it's going to be a good year all around. So, yes. And one last thing, guys. Wait, before you guys go, we have the Central Oregon Sportsman Show in Redmond on March 12th. It's honestly going to be this Saturday if you're hearing this podcast when it's fresh out. We are doing our first bash since COVID. And if you guys have been to our bashes before, you know we do seminars, giveaways, meet and greets, Q&As with everybody. We're all going to be down there hanging out from 3 to 5 p.m. on Saturday at that Sportsman Show. And this so is hoping a really you guys good one get that. For the whole family. Sorry to cut you off, sure. But we're going to be talking trout, salmon, and steelhead. So if you're anywhere from the Central Oregon coast all the way up, this is going to be your show to go to, because it's going to be a really fun bash. And, and we're all going to be there to hang out again. And let us know if you heard that from on this podcast, guys. Yes. Really cool to know. So we will now let you go and see you next time.